We are proud to announce the top 6 applications who will present their app pitch in front of you. Please welcome our first app pitch winner, and they are from Suruk.
Hello everyone. I am Anant from Ideophone and he is Sandeep. Before I start, I would like to know how many of you have traveled in an auto rickshaw? That's huge. How many of you felt that the auto meter is either tampered and you had a heated argument with the auto rickshaw driver? Almost everyone. Okay. Suruk is one such attempt to trying to solve this issue. Suruk is a mobile application which helps in detecting tampered auto meters. Suruk in many Dravidian languages mean quick and smart. We aim at giving a mobile application to the commuters which would help them making them smarter. One of the main pain points of commuters is meter tampering. We try to solve it with a feature called digital meter. Using GPS, we actually find what's the exact distance traveled and the tariff that must be charged according to a city and displayed to the user in real time, by which the users can be aware of what the state of the meter is at the very early stage, instead of getting into a heated argument at the end of the trip. And one more feature is, like while having the trip, we have a feature in which you can find the shortest or the optimal route. It's a feature that can be used by people who are newer to a city or who are not aware of the route. By keying in features like details like source and destination, users will be able to find what's the approximate distance, what should be the tariff according to your city, and important landmarks that you must be passing by in the route. And you can also find the route displayed in a map. The other feature of Suruk is, after you end the trip, you can actually rate the conduct of the driver in scale of the 5 parameters. And this helps in creating a knowledge base which will be used by the other Suruk users. So if many Suruk users rate the drivers of the trip, and when a new Suruk user comes, even before getting into an auto or taxi, he can key in vehicle details and get the conduct of the driver, which is rated by the fellow community. This will be a useful feature during night time, as we can be aware of the conduct of the driver. One more feature is share pooling. Suruk helps in finding a fellow companion who are actually planning for a trip in the desired route. By keying in these details like source, destination, and the time in which you are planning to leave, you can actually find a companion among Suruk users, and Suruk will help you in hitching along with them. And during emergency, you can actually send a SOS message from your mobile phone with a single click. Suruk finds where exactly you are located and translate that into an address and adds a location and adds a map with the current location to it and sends to friends and family. This helps in actually keeping track of, helps in the security of the users as well. And we have a web account where users can track their trips, daily trips, and monitor the savings that made using Suruk. We actually have a good presence in Bangalore after we got featured in Bangalore Mirror, and we have around 600 registered users using in Bangalore, and very soon we will be launching a generic version which can be used in any other metro cities in India. Suruk was one of the winners in M-Billionth Award, which is a South Asia level award that recognizes mobile innovation. And we got featured in many other websites as well. We at Ideophone focus on building technologies that uses location-based services and then helps and using the location-based service to solve daily problems that we face in our life. The Suruk application is free for download from our website. We would like to hear your feedback too. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anant. I'm sure that will make life a lot easier for people in Bangalore particularly. All right, our next app pitch presentation is from Cricket Free. Audience, we'd like your vote at the end by voice or by show of hands. We'd like you to help us pick a winner among these 6 app pitches that are going on.
Good afternoon, and thank you for choosing our application to be one of the top 6. And this is a no-brainer. It's a simple entertainment application called Cricket Free Hit. So this is developed in partnership with Nokia to showcase touch phone friendliness in phones like N8, X6, and 5233 and Express Music. This is simple and designed for mobile. What we mean by this is we want to keep a simple, click, click, I play kind of a thing. It's not try to bring the whole gamut of the cricket game into the simple platform. And another idea behind this application is that people should be able to play again and again. When you're bored, when you're standing in the queue, or when you're sitting somewhere bored in this conference, or you can keep playing like that. Okay, so one of the interesting things, we want to bring the compelling UI on this particular device. So this gives you a kind of stadium background, and you can choose multiple stadiums. And there's a button which is called swing, which is kind of you touch and hit the ball. So the gameplay is simple. It has two concepts. One is the power and the timing. Power is a function of how long you press the button, kind of thing. And there's a timing where when you start hit and release the button. So there's some scoring mechanism based on where you hit. Whether you hit the 6, 4. If you hold for long, you get into a upper position where there's no score. So yeah, it's surprisingly accurate, and every microseconds counts, and you should try out on your device yourself. On the success story, I think this is a very, very recent application in the OV store, like less than few weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, and we are seeing like close to 50 reviews with 4-star rating. People are enjoying this game. I think cricket is always enjoyed in India, and it's been always there. And download rates, we are seeing ramping up steeply. And we saw from hundreds of downloads, and now we are touching close to thousands of downloads per day. And it's listed in the top 10 free apps in the OV and the games category. And last but not least, the binary is floating in a lot of games forums. That was some kind of big surprise for us. We see this, at least if you go to Google and say cricket Devam free hit, and you see that tons of that jar and jar files have been running around all over the forums. It's a good and bad news. It's a free app, so we are okay to get publicized, push the download as much as possible. But it's one of the interesting things. So that's all I have on this. I think if any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, Vaidiswaran.
Thank you.
We move now to our third app pitch presentation, and that's from Grabbler.
Hi everyone, my name is Arun Benti. I am the director of business development at a software product firm in Bangalore called Trellisis.net. We are the makers of the popular iPhone app called the SAS Survival Guide. Our app is among the top favorite apps. It's a Apple staff favorite in over 20 countries. It's a roaring success world over. But today I'm here not to talk about SAS. I'm here to talk about a very interesting application that we've been working on for the last 2 months. How many of you all here love word games? Scrabble? Okay, so it's very interesting because some people love word games, some people hate word games, right? And the only word game out there in the market that's very popular that can be played with between 2 and 4 players is Scrabble, right? Everybody's heard of Scrabble. It's a well-loved game. It's been around for decades now, and it's an institution in itself. So we thought, why not invent something, completely new? So what we're presenting here is a patent-pending multiplayer turn-based word game. We launched this last year on Facebook. We have about 100,000 players world over in over 60 countries playing this game every day, a fanatical fan following. This game is an indigenous game. It's not a rehash of Scrabble. It's absolutely new. And the next progression for us was to take this game and bring it on to the mobile platform. So today we are introducing the mobile version of Grabbler. on the iPhone, Android, and the iPad. So I'd like to show you the game. Okay, so the game is made up of a grid, a 12 by 12 grid of cubes. And each cube has 6 letters. So what a user can do is you join the game and you make words horizontally or vertically, kind of like a crossword. And the opponent needs to make connecting words, very much like Scrabble. But this, people say, is the reverse of Scrabble. There is no luck involved here because me and my opponent can see all the letters. All right? It just it really depends on how good I am in my vocabulary. Okay? And it's a game that employs a lot of strategy. Okay? So, for instance, I can actually turn these cubes, okay, and create words out here. Then when my opponent plays a move, they have to create another word, and everything needs to connect to form a valid word. We use the Sopport's dictionary for validating the words, and so that's how the game is played. I'd like to show you the actual game on the device. So, okay, I'm not sure how much you can see of this, but so these are some of the games that I'm actually playing right now. So let's click on Start a New Game. Okay, I can play with a random opponent. I just click, right, and my game board opens up, and this will connect with anybody randomly. And this is an interesting thing that we've done, right? So if I'm playing on the Android, I could connect to somebody playing on the iPhone, or I could connect to somebody playing on the iPad, or even someone playing the Facebook game. So it's absolute convergence, right? This is what we call true multiplayer gaming. Okay, so so this is a very interesting feature that we've added. So how you play the game is you just move around, and let me try and make a word. All right. So F-U. All right. Oh, fur. Fantastic. I'm pretty good at this. Okay. So that's my first word created, and then I have to wait for my opponent to make the next word. Okay. So this is how the game is played, and I'll show you a game that is currently in progress. Okay. But the beauty of this game is the reason why we're calling it Grabbler is because it's all about grabbing words. Okay. So check out this word called H-A-D-E, hade. I can actually extend this word by making it into shade. All right. And that's the super grab actually, okay, wherein I have actually grabbed the entire word, okay. So that's what makes this game completely different from Scrabble. So moving on, I definitely would like everybody to log into Facebook and first play the game, learn it, become an expert in it, because we're the inventors of the game, and I'm ranked 1067, right? I cannot play against the top players on Grabbler, and it's a unique experience, and it was made here in Bangalore. All right? Thank you, everyone.
Thanks very much, gentlemen. We now have the next presentation from Indian Panchang.
Indian Panchang, Panchang means almanac, and so this is your almanac of the digital era. Okay. All right. Panchang is available at OV Store already. It's been recommended. It's under recommended. People are loving it already for the features that it has. It's free, and we are grossing thousands of downloads every day. Let's see what it has. Okay. Panchang actually gives you, it's a daily calendar along with the list of festivals and astrology predictions. All you have to do is enter the latitude, longitude, or just the country and the state. It's available for more than 30,000 cities across the globe. And you quickly get in a lot of details packed within a resolution of 360 by 640. And it's so intuitive that you'll get to see everything right from, just with a small icon, we have represented the sunrise, sunset, the time of the moonrise. You also get to see, auspicious time and inauspicious time like Rahu Kala and Yamakanda. If you want to get started with something good, probably you could refer this. We have partnered with Click Astro Online, one of the pioneers who has been giving these astrology predictions. All the ones that you see in Times of India or the predictions that you get in the web. These are the content owners with whom we have partnered to come up with this application. It also gives the star of the day, the Rashi and the Tithi, which are totally based on the moon's movement. And we have chosen to go by the moon's movement because that's more reliable. And, so that's the reason. And we do have the predictions on the right side of the app where, it gives you how the day is going to be in just one word, and on tapping that you get to see the complete details on about more on the predictions. Say for example, it says luck for Aries, and you click on that and you get to know more about how the day is going to be for Aries. And we do have a gallery of Indian gods, and that's something good, so you can keep on swiping in, and there's like a huge collection of photos. And we do have a festival list. You get to see the grid view of the festivals first, and you can, of course, you can change the month and the year. You get to see for a whole year, and it's represented by a small icon. Say, for example, on the day of Rakhi, you just see a small Rakhi icon and a small flag for the Indian Independence Day. It's completely localized right now. Okay. So these are the features. It's available at the OV store, absolutely free. We have some monetization plans, which is going to be, this app is going to be charged after some time. So I would request you to go ahead and enjoy this app while it's in its promotional stage. And thank you. That's about it. Please feel free to reach us at the store. We are available for any questions. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Sri.
Very good afternoon to all of you. I'm Bhuvan Khanna. I'm here from Connect Technologies. I'm a part of a 15+ developers team, and we are an emerging technology firm working across various verticals, BFSI and everything. I'll jump straight to the application. The mtrader. The idea behind mtrader is we want to provide real-time, accurate data for a trader. Not just the data. I mean, you can get the data from any web portal, anywhere. You can just click on Yahoo Finance and get the data. What we are providing is information. Information right into the hands of the investors wherever he may be. Now that's the idea behind this. Now the product lifecycle of this, it's not just a product, it's a service and a product. Now we started with the idea in May 2010. There is already a platform that is under development in my firm. It's a web platform that is made out for the trader community. So we derived this application from that. The current version that's there in the Android Google market, it's called the mtrader Lite. It has a few features that are it's for free, so it's for promotion. The current version is a very basic version. It's for the daily trader, a trader like you and me, somebody who just likes to trade on the stock market. So it's for them. The next version that's going to be out by the next fiscal year would be the trader version. That would have a facility of having multiple portfolios, and that way it'll become an app for a stockbroker as well as a daily trader who wants to keep different portfolios in his profile. There will be another version, institutional version, that will be launched with the whole platform when it goes live next year. The basic monitoring functionalities that mtrader provides is it keeps the track of the share market, maintains a portfolio and a watch list. That's the basic app that's already present there. From an investor's point of view, we give an insight to the stock market. Now, the people that we have in the team have a very diverse experience. We have people from people who have been working with the BSE and the NSE and major investment firms. They churn out the data and they process it into information that is useful for the investors, in a way, into variables. Now, from the stock broker's point of view, he can suggest his clients the right profitable stocks wherever he may be, now on the go. Now, we're making a broker, a stock trader, go from a laptop to his mobile phone and still be equally functional. So, basically, it's the integration of enterprise level application from the web to the mobile. And it's a native application. The functional description. The current version has 5 main tabs corresponding to 5 different activities. Any Android developer would know 5 different activities. And this is how it basically looks like. This is the screen loader. On the front home page, when you tap on the application, you get the home page where you have a ticker that shows the current rate of the stock, the current stock quote, and the Sensex current value, and an indicator whether the Sensex is going up or down. Now, currently we are using BSE's data. Shortly we will be having the data from the BSE, NSE, the NYSE, the Nasdaq, Japan, and Hong Kong. These are the markets we are targeting at in the first month. So this is how it looks like, the graph. Then the next screen is the portfolio. You can click on the portfolio tab. Now, this is the highlight of the application. It helps you maintain a portfolio. This portfolio, you can add, edit, you can add stocks to it. You can click on any of the stocks and view the whole information, the number of stocks you have, the transactions you've been making in that stock. And you can add to it by clicking on the button and going to the search activity. Now, the search, in the search, you can add it to the watch list or to the portfolio. There also you get all the graphs and details. When you add it to the portfolio, you can add a trigger price and a stop loss to it so that you can get triggers according to the values you've set. And that's the watch list. And the top 10 traders will give you a list of the top 10 traders that you have on the market in the real time. So that's about it in the application. The architecture, I don't think I should get much into it. We've used the Yahoo's API for now because the database is still under construction. And currently it's available in the market. It's the light version that's available. Cross-platform implementation is already underway. These are for some of the features that we intend to include by the next 3 months. That's about it. You can get in touch with me at bhuvan@connecttechnologies.com. And you can visit our site, mobile.connecttechnologies.com. Thank you.
Thanks very much. We have a
question back, but much more than that. Not only it helps candidate practice a specific topic and appear for mock quizzes, but also provide various tools to review their mistakes and progress they have made. On the display is a home screen. It is divided into 2 sections. Section 1 is basically a fundamentals and formulas to help brush up topic fundamentals on the go. Each image represents a topic. If we select on, let's say, sequence, it will. This sequence is divided into 3 categories. Topics are provided with shortcuts and tips. We can go back and let's say we can choose set theory. If you see, it has a formal listing, all the formulas and basic fundamental graphs. This practice button will help start a practice session. This session will have questions related to set theory only. So we will take this screen in our next slide under questions. So if you see, there are 4 categories: questions, 6 quizzes, saved quiz, and question groups. So if we hit on practice question has around 804 questions, and questions are categorized by topics. Along with its demographic information like question count, attempted questions, date last practiced. This reset button allows a candidate to reset the practice session history. Like I attempted this numbers and operation on 11th, so I can basically reset the history. Now I won't see any attempted questions in here. So these are all the topic list. I'll now start the practice session for set theory. So this question practice session has two views, the question view and the summary view. This is basically a summary view wherein it will list down all the score data and the attempt status. Each view can be flipped to the other view at any point of time. So there is a question picker here. You can jump from this picker to any question. So this question view provides a detailed view of a multiple choice questions. Touch to any options to answer a question, and the answer will be validated immediately, and a solution button will show up. Solution button will display a detailed step-by-step solution. And if you see, there is also a bookmark button here. Let's assume I found this question a tricky one, and I want to create a group of tricky questions. This button will add this question to an open question group, which I will name tricky questions later. I'll create a group later. So right now I'm just adding it. So I found this question also tricky. So this next and previous buttons are to navigate to other questions in this session. And we already talked about the summary screen, which gives you the bird's eye view of the practice session. Exit button will basically exit the screen. Now we can talk about quizzes. It has 6 mock quizzes. We can start any quiz, and if you see, this is the instruction sheet which will provide the instructions, and the screen is very much similar to. If you start the quiz, you see the timer will start, and we can finish the quiz, and it gives us all the score data. We can save the quiz. Let's say we named it mod quiz, and we can see it here. It's a complete quiz, so it will show the score data, and we can jump to any question. And besides this, it also has a question group. We can save the question. I think I'm done with my presentation. So I'll just complete the slides. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Picks that have presented, who do you think you like the most? Was it Suruk, the first one? Yeah, let's see the hands. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, was it cricket free? Couple of hands there, okay. Grabbler? Nice, very nice. Indian Panchang? Okay. And mtrader? Right, and of course, final one, GRE Matz. Good again. So I think well, it's quite unanimous. Suruk, I think, takes that one away. But let's see. Yeah, give them a clap, please. But that's only inside this hall, yeah? At the end of the day, the final decision will be made, as I mentioned earlier, by Salt March Media and, of course, Intel.